more Dokkan battle videos. So, along with the, Dokkan Awakenings for LR, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, and of course we got the Goku and Chi-Chi, the third story event here is a Dokkan Awakening for the Vegeta card that is going to Dokkan Awaken into a Vegeta and Bulma. Now, like the Goku and Chi-Chi card, this unit currently sucks really badly, but after the EZA, I think it potentially could be a pretty solid unit, we shall see. So, in this event, really, 3 stages matter. We can get the support memory, we get, of course, the Vegeta and Bulma unit, as well as the Awakening medals to awaken the Vegeta. I believe the Vegeta has a costume change mechanic, I believe is what it is. I'll double check when I actually look at the card. Because, like, the Gohan and, Krillin LR, right, they're not actually a costume change character, they're just an outright transformation character. It almost seems like I don't know. It's actually not really much of it. I guess it doesn't really matter, actually, right? Like, they can literally just design units exactly the same way, right? But we'll see what this unit's going to look like after EZA, right? Because right now it's just a fodder character. Again, the Bulma support memory. I really like this one for showcases. It's a healing support memory. Can be fairly useful, for sure. And that's pretty much it. Then just Vegeta family is the category that increases the drop rates here. I don't think that there's any, like, other info that's relevant at all that we can sort of pull from here. I think, again, that pretty much is all of it. And then in terms of missions here, just Dokkan Awakening the Vegeta into Vegeta and Bulma. Clearing all the stages on both normal and Z-Hard will get you a little bit of rewards, but not really too much here. Let me just take a quick glance. Can I see the actual unit here? It's a transformation. It's not a costume change. Okay. Because if it's a costume change, it's this button instead. That's a costume change. Okay. So the Vegeta and Bulma, they're a transformation character. Like, it's so weird, right? Like, there's... I don't know. The costume change shit is not really... Like, why even have it? Just make Evolution Blue Vegeta like a transformation character who transforms after his active skill, right? Like, who cares? It's not... I don't know. It's a little goofy. Oh, we got to turn the scenario on, of course. Cannot forget the gripping story, dude. We cannot miss out on the gripping story. I mean, last time, dude, this event is going all over the place, right? Like, we're like in the Garlic Jr. saga, then it went into the BoJack movie. Got no idea in which direction the story event's gonna go to, right? So the last stage was what? BoJack, right? So who are we fighting here? Oh, Beerus! We just skipped the Dragon Ball Super. Okay. So no Majin Buu arc for the Vegeta and Bulma event here. I guess this does make sense, because sort of the concept of the card is when Vegeta is leaving to go train with Whis, right? So I guess that does sort of make sense. Oh, man, the early days of Dragon Ball Super. I'm telling y'all, if you are a big Dokkan fan, big Dragon Ball fan, whatever, remember that the series, dude, this map, this is the exact map that the Vegeta and, like, the Rage Vegeta Beerus sort of story event, it has, like, literally this exact formation. This is the stage I would grind the pudding. I specifically remember running that stage a bajillion times, right? Interesting. Alright. So yeah, so here's the legendary scene where Beerus slaps Bulma. And that's, we'll see when the Vegeta and Bulma unit gets their EZA in the future, and that Rage Vegeta who counters, right? Is he gonna be nasty when, we're able to get crit counters with him and stuff like that? We will see. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in here. So interesting that they did skip the Buu saga. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's the early days of Dragon Ball Superman. If you are a fan of Dokkan at all, or Dragon Ball, right? Like, dude, we need that anime to come back pronto, man. It's like I am ready for a continuation. Even like I saw a couple of the colored manga panels from the Moro arc, and it's like, god damn, man, like the Moro arc to me is just like high comedy with the amount of like issues, like almost like just bad decisions, kind of stupidity that's like just sort of like in that that arc. But there are just some raw moments in there. Like UI Goku versus Moro is fire, dude. I don't know how else to possibly say it. I need that animated because it's like all these games they don't want to do like the Moro arc or the Granola arc clearly until there's like animated versions of it. So we're just sitting here waiting on the anime. All right, so the story cuts off there because Goku arrives, eventually becomes Super Saiyan God. And then Vegeta's butt mad, like, all right, listen, you know, that's bullshit. So Vegeta goes to train with Whis. I mean, they do it in a good way to allow Vegeta to catch up to Goku, right? Because one thing about Dragon Ball Super that actually I feel like has been done well is, even though, you know, Goku, I guess, always ends up sort of surpassing, for most of the series, I mean, the characters, you can kind of say that Goku and Vegeta are pretty much on equal footing, right? Like, there's several points in the series where each character surpasses the other. Like, obviously, in the future Trunks arc, at one point, Vegeta has surpassed Goku when he's fighting Rose Goku Black, right? You know, then, of course, Goku has definitely surpassed Vegeta when he's, you know, mastered Ultra Instinct fighting Jiren, right, at the end of the Tournament of Power. And then even in the manga, it continues with the characters being, you know, within relative striking distance of each other. I think is good for the series, right? Because the problem with Dragon Ball GT, and I feel like they realized, oh, this might have been an issue towards the end, is that in all of Dragon Ball GT, it's literally just Goku. Like, no, that's the problem with GT, I do feel like. Like, I don't have an issue, like, with so much of the series focusing on, you know, just, like, like Goku and stuff like that, and Goku and Vegeta for Dragon Ball Super. But it's like, to get some other characters in there with some fights sometimes is good. Like, I don't need, you know, like, Yamcha to take down Moro or some shit like that, right? It's fine that, like, Goku at the end or something like that, sure. But, like, it always was good that, like, other characters were getting fights and stuff like that in, like, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. But in GT, dude, it actually is just either Goku is beating ass or everyone else is getting fodderized. Like, Super 17, that arc is criminal, man. Super 17 shows up, and it's what? Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Majub, Vegeta, they're all just getting like, Super 17 is just like cackling, just obliterating them, right? And then it's like, they're just waiting for Goku to come back. Dude, that looks so bad. That is such a bad, like, drawing of Vegeta right there. Holy shit. Okay. But yeah, the Super 17 arc is just, terrible. It's fine when they're, like, fighting, like, but, like, a lot of that Super 17 arc does get a little bit ridiculous, right? And fodderizing, like, all the other characters. It was, you know, they did the same thing as Fusion Reborn, where they bring back all of the, whatchamacallit, like, all the different villains. It is funny, because it's like, they're even including, like, movie characters and stuff like that who really don't fit, like, any sort of canon whatsoever. Like, you see a bunch of, like, I think Cooler you see on TV in Dragon Ball GT. So it is kind of funny to see all that stuff. I'd say, man, they could give us the GT Cooler unit, right? I'm definitely looking forward to GT Cooler. Yeah, alright, so there we go. This story events, these last couple stages aren't really too much going on here. One thing I would like Dokkan to, I think, start doing is, I don't like that they sort of drop the story events, right? And then they're not completed. Oh, okay, so now we're going to Resurrection F. They're not completed. I wish that they would drop, like, you know, part 1, drop the entire story events, I think. And a better way to go about it would be, instead, just in part 2, just drop a new story event, right? Like, I feel like what they could have did is, in part 1, they could have given us the Goku and Chi-Chi and the Vegeta and Bulma events completed. And then in part 2, they could give us a story event for the LR, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. But then it'll be just fully completed, and we can get them all the way to LR right away. I feel like that's a better way to do it than to sort of, like, you know, split these events up into, like, multiple different parts. And then it makes sense, you know, they'll ease in part 3 with what I assume is going to be the 3-year anniversary LRs getting their EZA. But that's just, I feel like, the best guess. We should actually probably find out in a couple of days from V-Jump. Okay, so here's Golden Frieza. Now, Resurrection F, for a long time in the first couple years of Dokkan, this was, like, pretty much the most heavily represented arc, right? The reason, of course, being that this was, like, the new hotness. Like, Resurrection F came out a couple of months after Dokkan first started. Crazy that that's 7 years ago now. But that's when Resurrection F first came out. So Dokkan just spammed all these Resurrection F characters. But now because of that, they've sort of gone away from it for so long. I do think they could give us a lot of stuff from Resurrection F, right? Like, you know, now that the new intro mechanic is here, I almost think that, like, a blue Goku or Vegeta, like, transforming, like, they could be, like, that could be their intro, right? Like, so, like, sort of like the iconic, you know, Goku verse transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, you know, that could be utilized in a way where, again, it's not, like, Goku being an actual transformation character, but it's just an intro animation. I feel like that actually could work well, you know, and just a standalone LR Golden Frieza. I would say at this point, like, if you look at characters that don't really have an LR, like, Resurrection F Golden Frieza, I feel like really does deserve one. Because I guess, you know, Golden Frieza from the Tournament of Power, Angel Golden Frieza, he does have one. Although it's, you know, a pretty... I'm not a big fan of that Golden Frieza in 17 unit. I think that they're really not that impressive. So there we go. This is the story event, which allows us to get the Vegeta and Bulma. Again, you know, we'll see what it's going to look like after they get their EZA, how good they're going to be. So, all right. I will go ahead and grind up the medals so that we can go ahead and get the Vegeta and Bulma units Dokkan Awakened, and then we'll come back and we will Dokkan Awaken them. Right, again, another transformation character, not costume change character. There's so few actual costume change characters in the game. It's just all transformations, right? So, all right, yeah, let me go ahead and head into the Dokkan Awakening now after I grind up all the medals here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken the Vegeta into the Vegeta and Bulma transformation unit. I really am hoping we could see some support capabilities or something from this character. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Dokkan, I feel like I really do like the unit design for all the characters in the 7th anniversary. I do feel like God Vegeta could have been done a bit better, but the character design has been pretty on point, so I do have faith that the Vegeta and Bulma and Goku Chi-Chi cards will look pretty good after their EZA. I remember being fairly disappointed by the free-to-play units last year, but then after their EZA, it's like, oh, they're actually really quite good, right? So I think the same thing will probably happen this year. Let me know what you guys think about the, you know, all the free-to-play units that were added to Dokkan with the 7th anniversary. Really expecting that Gohan and Trunks and Goten card to compete with the best free-to-play units in the game, but we will see, right? So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.